YouTube, this is Joshua from Type 4 Airsoft. Today I'm giving you a loadout video of my headgear, kind of give you an idea of what I normally run, and different setups and what I've used in the past, and what has and hasn't worked for me. So I'll start with what I started out with in Airsoft. I went to my local military surplus store and picked up this. It is just a standard paintball mask. And I have to say it was one of the worst masks I've ever used in Airsoft. It's a single pane, which means it fogs up very easily. Also, it fogs up regardless of what you do to it. It's always going to fog no matter what you do. Don't buy these. And this wasn't cheap either. It was a $60 face mask that kind of disappointing. And since I started when I was under 18, most of the fields around here do not allow people under 18 to use a mesh mask and goggle combo. So I had to use just a normal paintball face mask. So this is what I got next. It's a Safe Face Marpat Hoorah Airsoft mask. And I've done a lot to it. I got the tinted lens, which is actually really good. It helps you a lot for target acquisition. The only thing I do not recommend it for is nighttime. It is very, very hard to see anything at night with it. Or low light conditions for that matter. I also mounted a fan on this one so that I could have less fogging. This thing still fogs a lot just because it channels all of your breath from right here right up into your mask. Kind of hard to avoid with paintball masks. So I kind of jerry-rigged it. What I did is I dremeled a hole in the top of the mask and zip tied the fan on, and then I created kind of an air duct so that all the air goes straight from the fan into little slits that run all the way along the top of the mask. I jerry-rigged my wiring too. It's soldered and everything. This unit is actually pretty nice, and it'll last you a full game on a battery. You always want to carry a spare with you. You don't want to lose your fan during the middle of a game. I also have my contour mount on this side. It served me well. One thing is, in the heat, contour mounts like to fall off. So even though it's securely mounted in cold weather, if it gets really hot, your camera can fall off sometimes. That's why I have it zip tied. Kind of jerry-rigged again. All in all, this is a great mask. If you're under 18, this is an awesome one to use. It's one of the best ones out there. I personally would still use it if I didn't have my other setup. So, yeah, great mask. Sometimes when I'm running a mask like that, I will also use just a hat, and I put it backwards on my head. And I tip it down so that it kind of protects your neck a little bit better. Because when you're using a mask, normally the top of your head and the whole back of your head is exposed. So when you put this on, it kind of protects you a little bit better. So this is the setup I currently run. I use Revision Desert Locust. I'll start with these. I'll explain my whole setup. So I absolutely love these goggles. They're pricey, but worth it. At first I actually didn't like them at all because they still fogged. They're a single pane, but it's ballistic. It's kind of cool. Used by the military. But what you have to do is you have to pull all the foam that's on the top, the sides, and the bottom. You have to pull all of that out, and it will fog a little bit. It depends on your weather conditions, of course, but like a normal day with a little breeze, it'll stay clear pretty much all the time. I have the Tactical Crusaders IBH fast helmet with night vision mount and side rails. So kind of going from top to bottom, I first have two rubberized American flags on the helmet. I don't know, it's kind of cool. On this side I have just the normal rail with my contour mount, and I had to Dremel it in to the rail system so that it fit nicely. Then I connected my retention lanyard to my helmet itself, not onto the mount, because like I mentioned before, they can fall off sometimes. This mount seems to work pretty well. It's a little twisted, but nobody can really notice it in the videos. On this side, I have a rail for mounting a flashlight or other optic. And on both sides I have these straps, these clips that I have my lower face mask mounted on. They came with it. It's just a little clip that clips into the side here. I'm not entirely sure what it's for, but they work very well for holding my lower face mask together. Next I have the padding. The padding's okay. The straps are absolutely horrible though. I want to replace my straps and get some better ones, but priorities. These straps, yeah, there's nothing really good about them. The buckle is kind of wimpy. It kind of falls apart sometimes. One nice thing, if you ever have good night vision, is this mount is actually steel and it's pretty sturdy. I would trust it with my night vision. What makes this my favorite Airsoft headgear loadout is the integrated lower mesh face mask. It's a Bravo Strike steel half face mask, and I have it in the desert color. I actually like this one a lot. I absolutely hate the plastic ones. Like there's some other cheap ones that you get. I tried one, doesn't work at all. It barely breathable, and it didn't fit me very well. And there's no, you can't form it to your face. This one you can. It's wire, so you can bend it. I originally had it set up as how you buy it, with using a elastic cord that goes around the back of your head with these two attachment points. But it's kind of cumbersome to get on and off, and it would drove me crazy because it would slip around and it would never be where you wanted it to be. This, I clip on this side to take it on and off, and on this side it's an adjustable one. I still have to get it fine-tuned, but it's served me well. It seems to fit with my goggles better too when it's like this. There's less play or slipping during the battle. I also, because these helmets do not have any ear protection, I always run one of these. It's a Recon neck wrap, and I just put it so that it covers my ears like so, protects them from the BBs. Kind of helps. I absolutely love these things. So I'll put everything on now just to show you how it kind of looks. So this is normally how I run my mesh face mask and my helmet. It's actually fairly comfortable compared to like a normal face mask. It doesn't have that pressure on around your eyes as much. It's much more comfortable. I have to say the helmet itself does get heavy as you're playing, and sometimes you probably will see it in the video. Alignments aren't quite right, just because I don't have something to look at. I can't look at myself right now and get it fixed. But all in all, it's a great loadout. I haven't had any problems with it. One thing that's nice is you can get closer to your rifle with a mesh lower face mask instead of a paintball mask. I also recommend the Revision anti-fog wipes. They're amazing. They keep my goggles pretty much fog free under normal circumstances. I owe credit to Level Cap for this lower face mask setup. Saw it on his channel. I think it's really cool and I like it a lot. I wouldn't go back to using a normal lower face mask with elastic band that goes around your head. It's amazing. You can also get to like hydration bladders or anything else very easily this way. You don't have to pull off your whole headgear to get to water. So that's really nice if you're on the field for an extended period of time. If you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the field.